What's up, YouTube? Aussie back with another video. Ex-Tekken event organizer, ex-Tekken veteran. And you know what? Arslan Ash really just dropped a gem. And I wanted to share this with you so you guys get better. And with Tekken, I competed in Tekken for 10 years. But there's things you're always learning about the game. And you always learn different mindsets. Like when I played Ryan Hart, I learned how his mindset is, speaking to him after the match. And everyone has different mindsets. And for me, to get better at something, you have to adapt and you have to understand the mindset you're up against. And Arslan Ash, he is an 8-time Evo champion. The guy knows what he's doing. Let's break this tweet down because it's all about his mindset. So here's what Arslan posted, right? He talked about two mindsets in fighting games. Mindset one, now, being afraid that someone will download you, that someone will study your patterns, find your weaknesses, and then use them against you. And then the mindset two, please download me, find my weakness because that forces me to discover new answers and evolve. So he's talking about Darwin's theory of adaptation. And this is beautiful, right? So then we extrapolate, and then he said something that really hit me. Look, when someone adapts to you, it forces you to grow. That's how the greatest players alive thinks, right? Not protecting himself from being studied, actively inviting it. Like, come on, download me. So it makes me better. So I have to dig deep. This is like a boxer's mindset if you think about it, because he knows that pressure creates growth. Let that simmer. What does downloading actually mean? You heard infiltration say at Evo.
Download complete.
Now, for anyone who doesn't know what downloading means, let me explain. When a player downloads you, they're basically, in essence, studying your gameplay, your patterns, your flowcharts, if you have any. If you play rank, you're going to develop a flowchart. So basically, your bad habits that you use under pressure. They figure out certain moves that you do when you're nervous. Like Law's down 2-3. I do that all the time. And then they use that knowledge to basically counter your gameplay. Getting downloaded might feel like the most terrible moment, but actually, that's where the growth is. It seems like the opponent is a bit like Psycho Mantis from Metal Gear Solid. Reads your mind. Every move you're doing, you're like, how? What is he doing? Has he got a like switch? See, most players actually really fear that moment. But Arslan Ash just opened up Pandora's box and said, that's where the growth is. Now, let's look at the philosophy behind this mindset. Boxers that go down when it gets rough, when it gets tough. Now, I've never been in a boxing ring, but there's boxers that get up from adversity and find a way to win. Some boxers stay down. Again, I respect all boxers. I'm not disrespecting anyone that gets in a ring. But that's what it kind of feels like what he's saying. When you're down and out, you find a way to win inside of you. When someone downloads you and exposes your weaknesses, you have actually two choices. Choice one, you feel embarrassed, you get defensive about it, blame the opponent, or say they got lucky, whatever. And then choice two, you actually thank them because they expose your weaknesses, and then you could go and lab your weaknesses. And then you come back and you rematch the same player. See if you've improved. Most people actually choose option one. Now, I was facing Sensei Salam, an amazing law player online. He made me feel like that. He made me feel like, you know what? I have to get better. I faced him a few times. I took more rounds of him. And that player, amazing law player, made me feel like that. So I didn't choose option one. And I was flowcharting for a bit. But then he made me feel better. As in, I have to get better. We could take this in our lives for a second. When someone maybe gives you constructive criticism, do you take it defensive? So many of you guys on this channel said, Ozzy, you know what? Your audio shit, you're this, you're that. Bro, I never take it personal. I think, you know what? Let me update my audio. Let me do something. Let me whatever. Let me try to get better with what I can. Yeah. Now, if there's a weakness, we all have weaknesses. Do you hide from it or do you learn from it? It seems like the greatest people learn from it. They're not afraid of being exposed. They're actually grateful for it. For example, there's a cricket player called Suravanshi, 15-year-old kid who plays for the IPL, who scored hundreds and hundreds, and now he's come to England and he hasn't done anything. We will see in a couple of years' time where this kid ends up, whether he accepts that he needs to adapt in different environments Or is he going to still continue to play how he does and get nowhere? I think being exposed kind of leads you to the truth. That makes sense. And in Arslan's case, his growth led to greatness. Now, Arslan is a kid from Lahore, guys. In 2019, no one knew who he was. He did suffer many defeats. He lost many Evos. Instead of retreating, he evolved. Instead of retreating, he went to Japan. He got out of his comfort zone. And the result is 8 Evo titles. I don't think that's talent alone. That's hard work. And hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard. Arslan Ash, it's not a coincidence he became the greatest fighting game player of all time. Now here's how you can apply this to whatever walk of life. Like for example, in the gym. If you're trying to hit a personal best, you have to think, why am I not getting stronger? Is there something in my diet? Am I getting enough sleep? Or if you want a certain look, you have to look at your body like a statue. How do I get this part? You have to self-analyze. You have to self-actualize, to be honest. Guys, I've been on YouTube now for 8 months. I don't know where the time's flown. People criticize my content. People say my audio shit. I didn't take any of that personal. I went and got a better mic. I thanked that guy. I think his name's something Berg. I had a choice. I could get defensive or get better because I want to give you guys good content, because that's the only choice that could actually lead someone. Arslan Ash is the greatest Tekken player alive, not because he was born with a special talent. Definitely has the talent. He's the greatest because every time life tried to download him, he said thank you. Anyway, guys, those are the two mindsets. I found this tweet very captivating for a champion to share something, a diamond, a gem like this. And I really appreciate it, and I hope this helps you. These two mindsets, one keeps you comfortable and stagnant, the other helps you grow. And that's what we want to do. I want to grow with you guys. I've learned so much from you guys. I've grown as a person. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know how you can apply this into the real world or your game. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Ozzy is out.